Hey there, if you run a service business, you know every single lead counts. But what if I told you the biggest hole in your revenue bucket isn't your marketing? It's the calls you're not even getting a chance to answer. Today, we're going to talk about that huge problem of missed opportunities and a system designed to fix it for good.
So let me just ask you something. Think about it for a sec. When was the last time you, personally, called up a business, got their voicemail, and actually left a message, and then just sat around waiting for them to call you back? It's been a while, right? Yeah, I thought so.
Okay, now let's flip that around. Imagine your next big customer just tried to call you. Did they get a friendly voice on the line? Or did they hear that same old voicemail greeting, hang up, and immediately call your competitor just down the street? They did the hard work of finding you. The real question is, did you make it easy for them to give you their money?
Look, this isn't just a gut feeling. This is a massive shift in how customers behave. And when you actually look at the numbers, the real cost of not being available right then and there is, well, it's kind of staggering.
Let's start with this. This number tells you something really important about your customer schedule, not just yours. A recent report found that a full 40% of customer calls happen after your business hours are over. That's almost half of your potential business calling when no one's there to pick up the phone. And here's the number that should really stop you in your tracks. Of the calls that actually do go to voicemail, research shows that over 80% of them just disappear. They never turn into business. Think about that for a second. 8 out of every 10 people interested enough to call you are gone forever if they hit your voicemail. And you can see it right here. The scale of that loss is just massive. Look at that gap, that huge bar. That represents business you're losing, not because your competitor has better ads, but simply because you weren't there the second a customer decided to act. It's like an invisible leak sinking countless businesses.
So, where do all those customers go? Well, it's pretty simple. If the next business on the list just answers their phone, there's a 67% chance the customer just goes with them instead. 2/3 of the time, the business just goes to whoever picks up first. Speed wins. Period.
So here's the crucial thing to understand. If you're thinking, my team just needs to work harder, they need to answer phones faster, you're looking in completely the wrong direction. They aren't the problem. The real problem is we live in an instant gratification world now, and customer expectations have totally changed.
Let's be honest, your team is probably already stretched thin. They're juggling clients, schedules, people walking in, and a mountain of other tasks. It is physically impossible for them to catch every single call and message. A single missed call today isn't just a missed call. It could be a lifetime client lost tomorrow, all because your system just isn't built for this new reality.
So how do you fix a system problem? Well, this is where a different kind of company comes in, like Incepta Edgeworks. See, they don't think like a typical marketing agency because their whole approach was built by operators, people who've actually been in the trenches, running the business themselves.
A typical agency just wants to sell you more ads. But Incepta focuses on building you a structure. They get that being visible is totally useless if you're not also reachable and easy to book. They build systems that actually support your team instead of just piling more work onto their plate.
And this isn't just some theory they cooked up. The founder has actually managed an 8-figure P&L. They've built scalable systems for Fortune 500 companies, and they've led those classic do more with less teams every single day. They know exactly how much money gets lost to missed calls because they've seen it firsthand.
Okay, so what does fixing the problem actually look like? Well, it all comes down to building a single, cohesive, always-on system for your business.
What they build are smart websites and automations. The best way to think about it is like an automated support team that works for you 24/7. It doesn't replace your amazing staff, it empowers them by handling all the routine stuff and capturing the leads that would normally just slip through the cracks.
So here's how it all fits together. It all starts with a website that's actually built for SEO so customers can find you in the first place. Then, once they call, smart systems kick in to make sure you never, ever miss that lead. From there, easy booking flows let customers schedule appointments themselves, whenever they want, which then triggers automated follow-ups. And the glue holding it all together? Smart agents for chat and phone that can answer questions, filter calls, and even book services automatically. It's a whole ecosystem designed to catch every single opportunity.
So if any of this is sounding familiar, the missed calls, the stressed out team, the leads you know you're losing, there's a really simple, totally no pressure next step you can take.
Incepta offers a completely free visibility and missed opportunity audit. You can just scan the code on your screen right now to book a time. Seriously, it's a conversation between operators, no hype, no hard sales pitch, just a real look at where your business might be leaking money and how a smarter system could fix it.
So I'll just leave you with this one last thought. In a world where your competitor is literally one click away, what if that very next call you miss isn't just another lead? What if it's your next great lifetime client? Can you really afford not to answer that call?